In this video, you will learn how to perform a copper amine synthesis and spectrophotometric analysis lab. To begin this lab, you will need to find the correct amount of copper sulfate pentahydrate that you need to create the concentration that you will use. You can find this amount from your molarity or concentration by using this formula. Once you've zeroed the scale and gotten the correct amount, go back to your lab station and dissolve the amount in a little bit of water. Once your solution has a dark solid blue color, move over to the fume hood and add ammonia. You will not need any more than 5 milliliters. Return to your lab station and dilute your solution with water in a 25 milliliter volumetric flask. Be sure that the meniscus does not go over the 25 milliliter mark, or you'll have to start over. If at any point the solution starts to become cloudy, add a little bit more ammonia until it stops. Pour your solution into a clean, dry beaker. From your solution, use a 25 milliliter volumetric flask to create a dilution. You will continue this 3 times, making sure to use the newest dilution as the stock each time.
She couldn't do it either. Look at that. Here, let me. Yeah, what's up?
Is that too light, first one?
Yes.
You want to add ammonia?
Yeah.
Is that gonna make it darker?
Yeah.
Be sure that before you begin making your dilutions, you prime your pipette. As you make each solution, be sure to write down your numbers and calculate your new concentration with the formula M1V1 equals M2V2. You should see that your concentration gets smaller and smaller each dilution. After completing your 3 dilutions, carefully transfer your samples of each into their own cuvettes. Be careful not to go over the fill line. You will also need a cuvette of plain water as to zero out the spectrophotometer. Move into the spectrophotometer room and find a machine. The wavelength should be set to 560 nanometers. If it is not, have your TA change it for you. Then, take your zero cuvette and be sure to clean the 2 sides that will be scanned. Open the lid of the spectrophotometer and carefully insert your zero. Close the lid and hit 0 on the program. Then, carefully remove the 0. Next, do the same with your first dilution. Clean the sides, open the machine, and carefully insert it. Close the lid, and this time press read. You will be given an absorbance value. Record this in your notebook. Repeat this step for all of your dilutions.
Then hit read, right? Yes. The absorbance 0.2750. Yeah, so hold this and get a video of me writing that down.
If done correctly, you should have values that you could plot as a graph to show a trend. Then if you were given an unknown molarity, you could use the Beer-Lambert law to figure it out. The Beer-Lambert law is A equals ECL, in which A equals absorbance, E is the slope of your graph, and L is a constant of 1. Then you just have to solve for C.